Coming to you from the world where the Triforce Goddesses and the Random Number Gods collide, this is the Link to the Past Randomizer 2019 Fall Tournament, and we are into the final stage of the group phase. Hi again, everybody. My name is Jex Reffy, and I'm joined by TJ Maelstrom. How you doing tonight?
Good evening, everybody. I'm TJ Maelstrom. Thank you, Jex Reffy, for the savage introduction. I appreciate that.
No worries at all, man. All right, so Group AE, that is what we're covering tonight. We have got Teto, who won both of his group matches, and we have DevioXS, who lost his first one and then won the losers bracket. So now he challenges Teto for the right to move on into the bracket phase. And this is game number 1, so we're just going up with a straight open seed, nothing special, nothing changed, just as vanilla as it gets in Randomizer.
It all comes down to this.
Alright, so with it being open mode, like I said, pretty straightforward, so we are getting pretty close to go time. Just a few minutes from now until things will be getting started. TJ, any thoughts on any sort of trolliness you'd like to see tonight?
Well, I had an amazing sequence going the other day, so I'd like to see a shovel on Lumberjack Cave, because that's fun.
That's always fun, yes.
That's just mean, by the way, because it always leaves you thinking, what could that be? Will that go anywhere?
And you never really know until the logic, what checks you have left basically dwindle down. So
The questions. Always second guessing yourself with that one. I love it. Or I hate it. I hate to love it.
Love to hate it?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. Well, I guess I was wrong then. So just a few
Some riveted action going on. Oh, we've started. Here we go.
Oh,
We're off to the races. I was just about to comment on how nothing's happening. But now things are happening.
like a book in Sanctuary and $50 at Link's house.
Got some light reading going on in the church. Stealing the gospel.
Yep, map check. We've got blue pendant at Eastern, 5-6 crystal at Desert, and normal crystal at Hera.
Teto right now is protesting something. Couldn't tell what. Oh, check that out. That's some good stuff.
So,
Blueberry Storm.
do you think about maybe doing Uncle Tunnel?
How good are you feeling with 10 bombs? Well, now you definitely do it, right?
Yeah, now with Fire Rod, you definitely do it.
Yeah, take that Spice Rod downstairs. I like it.
All right, do we have a shovel on Lumberjack? No, we have a piece of heart. All right.
Looks like Teto opted not to go.
The runners generally don't follow my advice.
No. I don't know how good your advice is. I know I never listen to you.
That's true. That is true.
Teto gets his missile and leaves the church.
Another piece of heart in Lost Woods. And more bombs.
Loaded for bear. It's an explosive seed.
Very explosive.
Looks like Teto opting not to check the Lumberjack Cave, so he'll have questions of his own.
Yeah, usually there's two thoughts there, or two trains of thought. There's either you want the knowledge, especially with early books, sometimes you'll see people go check pedestal, and then others will basically be like, if I can't even do Aga, I'm not going to go check it until I have the ability to go do it.
Well, I come from the camp that skipping it saves seconds, but checking it saves minutes.
Yeah, I used to be the knowledge one, and then I've kind of migrated to the until I can do it, I can get it. Well, we got a Quake and some cash and a piece of heart.
Oh, at least you got a Quake. Got some bling up in there in Blind's hut. We got our merchant money.
Yep, $100 for the bottle vendor. All right, what does the well hold for us today?
Probably water. At least water. See some water there. Definitely water.
Well, red rupee. Well, another red rupee.
Well, wells are known for having money thrown down them, so this makes sense.
How about sticks?
Yeah, that happens sometimes too.
How about a hammer?
Yeah, sometimes the workers, they misplace their tools, so that's the way it goes. Never unhappy to see a hammer. Best sword in the game. Looks like the exchange rate in Kakariko Village is a little explosive.
Just a little bit. DevioX tried to do chicken clip, didn't get the chicken all the way through, but just another big 20.
Oh,
Alright. Tavern. More. Man.
I wonder if there's going to
Bombs?
be any bombs anywhere else, because all of them seem to be in this particular area of the game right here.
There's usually a few more in the game, I would
They are
believe.
literally growing on trees. I don't know if you remember seeing that at the beginning. They were literally growing off the tree.
This is true. This is true. Library just holding a shield.
Is that a blue blocker I saw up there?
Yep.
Alright, just going up. We're going to check it before we go. $20. Yeah, I bet you $20 you can win this race. Not
Yeah, but
feeling the bet.
I was gonna say, then I win the race, but you get the money. Like, that doesn't work.
Hey, what if you lose the race? Then what?
Then I have neither.
Yeah, so, see how this works? Pretty easy. It's a good deal. Never pass up a good deal when you see it. Besides, I'm old. I can't race anymore. I'm not getting that 20.
Speaking of passing up, DevioX is passing up checking the dam and just going straight for Mini Trolldorm Cave.
I'm sure he'll get to it eventually. I'm with him on this one. Not using the hammer. That is a pain in the neck. Bombs, as much as it is the pain in the neck to kill the mold worms with that, it's less of a pain in the neck than it is with the hammer.
True. 2 red 20s, a piece of heart, bombos, and sticks.
A different kind of explosive. There you go.
So we got a lot of medallions, but no way to use them.
You might not even need them.
It depends on what happens when we get to Dark World.
We've had a map check. We got at least one pendant over here. We got, what's that? Eastern?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lamp underwater. How does that work?
Magic? Because that's technically how it works in the game.
Sure. Have you ever tried using a magic lamp underwater?
No, I haven't actually.
And then I don't think you're exactly an expert on this.
Okay, fair point.
Hey, there we go. Now we can use our medallions.
Very nice.
For weal or for woe, we can use them.
That also means we're 2/3 of the way to Aga.
Shit. Well, we have a lamp. We have a sword.
Now we just need to need a way to get past the force field.
Well, I'm not ready to jump on the Yaka camp just yet. Looks like Devio was going to check out his uncle.
Yep, get that fire rod.
That's right. Oh, the fire rod is in the chest. That's right. Just rip the beast, still beating hard out of his dying uncle. For some extra life. Or vampire. There's our spice rod. Okay. Looks like he's walking out, probably planning to go down below into the dungeon. Doesn't have the lamp, but with the fire rod, you can see in the dark if he shoots that thing right.
And in the advanced logic, it also means that it's in logic.
Teto fighting his sword right now. Short, stabby things. Very useful. Hey, you guys see a princess over here? Wearing white, right behind bars. Don't know if you've seen her.
I thought she was in the sanctuary.
Shh. These guards don't know that. Otherwise, why would they be here doing their jobs?
Because there's a dark wizard they work for.
Right, but what are they guarding if no one's here? Come on.
You ask questions, I give answers.
So far, nothing of real value down here.
No, not really.
I expect them to, I expect a death warp following this and a jaunt into Darkcross. Perhaps, further back if we get a key somewhere.
Yeah, DevioXS is going to have to do a little bit of more damage in order for said death warp, and the fact that he's... Okay, now with the full heart damage, now he's getting set up for it.
There we go. Alright, let's see what we got. $5. Well, set that up pretty nicely. Very clean.
Mm-hmm. Now we just wait and see.
There he goes, right toward the back.
Wait and see what the Dark Crossroads hold for us.
Well, we haven't found that key yet, so it's either here or in the back. And we haven't found that glove, so if this key is here, we can keep going. If not, we'll have to wait for that glove. Of course, can't see anything right now because Devio does not found the lamp.
Alright, Teto takes his death warp. Oh, hey, we can see now.
Hey, illuminate. Deluminate. I changed it.
Just give it a sec. Hey, we can keep going.
There's our key.
How much time does lamp save in dark rooms over not having it? I don't know the exact time. I know it certainly helps. It's really the thing about it is that the thing about not having the lamp is it's more about the fact of not having to find it versus like whether you want it or not. Like, you'll always take it. It's just a matter of if you need to do a dungeon without it. Most people learn to do the dark rooms so they don't hold off a dungeon because they don't have it. And hook shot.
Oh, and the
glove.
ooh, this was a good decision. That was that was an exciting basement right there.
So much so that opens up all of the Light World Death Mountain.
There you go. Suddenly Aga looking a little... Actually, you know what? Early hook shot and a power glove, somewhat indicative that this still may be an Aga seed.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it really just comes down to it. I mean, either the Pearl's going to be in the Light World, or it's going to be on Pyramid Ledge at this point.
Devio's making good use of that hook shot, pulling himself to save a little bit of time going down to this. And now we can do it all in one shot because he has this thing. Swoop, right over.
You know what's interesting? I just realized desert's fully clearable at this point. Well, save for booze.
Well, you know, you have to see. Yeah, we do have to see that if this Pegasus boot locked. But Devio could go right over. Let's see which way he turns. Well, he's going to turn to get his lamp, for starters, but let's see where he goes after this. And he's going.
He's going.
He's going. He's certainly not going there for a drink.
That is true. That is true.
Meanwhile, Teto's going up Death Mountain.
He got a drink of full magic decanter from those bush crabs also.
A little bit of the bubbly.
So, old man giving out moon pearls.
Ooh, giving us some jewelry instead of money. There you go.
Well, that means Aga's dead, because
that's yep.
Peace Heart's not there.
Just some more explosives in Nagina's cave. Nothing to write home about.
How about a shovel on Spectacle Rock?
Not as exciting.
Okay, I get you there.
I'd still pick it up though.
I'll have to wait for the mirror for that though. Teto gotta be a little careful with only one heart, but really at this point you're just dodging dead rocks.
Man, he landed on a dead rock for my favorite jump in the game. That is awful. I feel him there.
Alright, 7 items in Paradox Cave. Meanwhile, DevioXS is heading into Desert.
It's a pretty tight route deviation going on here right away.
Okay, 2 red things in Paradox. We got a small key, so hopefully the big key's on the right side.
Did he check the torch? I didn't see the torch.
Nope,
I looked at the torch at least.
Hasn't checked it yet. Heart container, $51.
Well, we can use the heart containers. Never sad to see that.
Another red rupee and flippers.
There you go.
And there's big key, so we are beating Lambo.
Teto cutting in a bit close in Paradox Cave. I'm not sure he can bomb. He's gonna get more life.
Yeah, with only one.
Long way.
Yeah, with one heart, you're not gonna.
Yeah,
you're gonna die trying to bomb jump.
Yep. I felt the tension as he approached that dead rock.
Alright, another big 20 in the big chest.
Just a $5 on the island. Nothing there.
Yep. And just gotta be a little careful. Check Ether Tablet and then head in for Hera.
I might go into Hera first with this low life. I wouldn't take the chance. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if he remembers he can check Ether Tablet. Sometimes I forget.
You know, when you said low life, I thought you were calling the Dead Rock a low life.
You know, they are. You know how I feel about those things.
Yep. And Teto takes Death Warp.
That is a very wise death. The only death you'll ever see that'll give you more life. So there's just $50 in Tower of Hera. There's the big key. Looks like we may not have to go down below. We'll see what the rest of the tower has. Meanwhile, Devio is about to head over to his desert boss fight, Lambo. He got the fire rod, so this might be a little bit easy. Back up with the hammer and a sword. Should have no problems doing this.
Yep. 6 fire rod shots should take care of it. Although you gotta be a little on point with those 6 shots.
He did opt to use the fire rod instead of the lamp, so he's down a bit of magic.
Ooh, Oh!
Misses a couple of shots, but I think you still got this.
Yeah. Goes to hammer and gets done. For another big 20.
Yep,
So
nothing but money.
So I would say this Desert Palace brought to you by Red Things.
Redthings.com for all things red.
Alright. DevioX done with Desert. Teto now about to ride the roller coaster.
How many falls do you anticipate? I'm gonna say 0, because I respect this guy.
Sword and hammer, you hold the sword out, or you just swag and not even bother with the sword and just kill the troll before I can even finish what I'm saying.
Makes it look easy. Well, looks like we're going down below if we want that other item.
Let's see what he decides to do. DevioX, meanwhile, is now going to make his Death Mountain play, which makes sense. We'll get his access to Dark World and most likely do Hera as well. And Teto doesn't forget about Ether Tablet.
Nope. We're going reading.
Translate the ancient Hylian language and...
You are here. 10 arrows.
Nope. Teto's not...
Nope,
Teto...
he's done. He's like, nope, I ain't going down there.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there.
Come on, I can handle it.
Yeah, okay.
Devio picking up Moon Purlington from the old man.
Teto taking the walk of shame in Spiral Cave without the boots.
Oh, it's the walk of shame until it pays off.
That is true.
Besides, nothing is ever shameful with the hook shot in your hands.
Also true.
Best item in the game. Fight me.
I won't.
Good, because I would win. Well, no such luck today, but leaving that last chest up on Death Mountain, Tower of Hera, just to sit there and rot.
Alright, where... Does Teto head for Dark World, or does he head for Desert? Dark
Looks
World.
like Dark World. Okay. Ah. Devio getting flips. We have a pendant, Thieves Town. Pfft, okay. A green pendant over an ice palace.
And I think a 5/6 crystal at Turtle Rock.
Mm-hmm. Well, looks like we're going over to the Johnny Two Bombs speakeasy. All right. Toss the bomb around the back for the secret handshake. Going from back to front. Half magic. And a little bit of love. There you go. I'd say it was worth it for half magic.
Yeah!
Well, certainly better than Al Capone's vault.
Not better. It's not, not progression worthy, but it's, quality of life worthy.
Yep. Thanks, Johnny Two Bombs. Kind of looking to go right to Pyramid.
Yeah, Desert's, or, Desert. Pod's not, fully clearable without the bow right now, but...
No battles either, so we can't even glitch it.
Nope. You do have a way to get over to Catfish. You can check Catfish and then go from the top 10 sticks on the pyramid.
Just gonna leave it there to admire the sunset. It's a pretty nice view from this pyramid.
Yeah, it's all right. Even for all the, you know, death and destruction.
For the world of darkness, it's got a pretty nice view.
All right, catfish it is.
This is the walk of shame.
In a way, you're not wrong.
Around the rocks. Nice bomb jump from Devio to get across there. Very clean.
Okay, what does Catfish have today? Big 20.
$20 bills.
Roller coaster time for DevioX.
Cash rules everything around me.
DevioX also having a very clean Trolldorm fight.
Like a tango. It's pretty good. Let's see if he makes the same decision as Teto. It'd be interesting to see if he goes back and checks that basement. It'd be even more interesting if something important was down there.
True.
What do you think? Do you think something important's down there? I do. I think so.
Well,
really important.
We're not gonna find out.
Nope, he's not gonna find out what's on that ether tablet either.
No, he already checked it.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
he's moving right along. He's moving right along from Tower of Hera, deciding that basement is not worth the time. He could be right. He could be wrong. We have just as much knowledge on the matter as he does.
Yep. So I imagine Teto heads for Skullwoods. You got Fire Rod and Sword. You can kill Moth. Pretty straightforward.
Not to mention half magic. He's got this.
That will certainly make it more simple.
The only things you need to kill Mothula are a sword, a fire rod, and patience. Lots of patience.
But I don't have patience.
Well, you must be a terrible doctor.
True. Walther asking, what group phase is this? This is the last round of the group phase. So Teto won both of his group round plays. DevioX lost his first, won the second. Winner of this one moves on to the brackets.
So Devio is up 2 crystals here and is now going into the Dark World, not trailing very far behind Teto at all. Although Teto is a little bit further ahead towards that Skullwoods crystal. Devio is right on his tail.
So actually, I've been misspeaking the whole time. Teto lost his other match. So the thing, Scary Olive has already moved on to the bracket phase, and Teto and DevioX are playing for in basically the losers bracket for the second one to go into the bracket phase. So kind of misspoke there.
Teto picking up the bow in Skullwoods, that's a humongous find.
Especially because that now means Pod can be full clearable.
Mm-hmm. Progressive bow number 1. Do you miss just fighting silver arrows? I kind of miss just fighting silver arrows.
No, if I'm being honest, I actually like how it's progressive bow now.
Yeah, it's ups and downs. Teto putting on a fireworks show. Get rid of these, what are these things called? Gibdos. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Give those things a bit of a bombos. Put them on fire. Get rid of them. Take care of it. It's done.
Alright, DevioX heads for Bumper Cave, finding just $100.
I'm just now noticing the health disparity between Teto and Devio. It is a bit significant.
Johnny Two Bombs is really the only difference there in terms of health.
That's true. Hype Cave did have a lot of health.
Alright, half magic to the rescue. For a big 20.
And there you go. That'll put a plug in Skull Woods. We got the items in there. We can just leave it all behind.
So do you think DevioX goes into your favorite dungeon?
Skull Woods? Yeah, sure. Let's go right there.
I'm talking about Pendant Thieves Town.
Nah. Ice Palace is my favorite dungeon.
That was sarcasm, dude.
Really?
I know you hate that dungeon.
Yeah, I hate them. Oh. Pendant Thieves Town is my #1 pet peeve. Right ahead of Go Mode Hookshot. So, you know, I love that hookshot. Kind of headed to Eastern Palace. Probably going to check at least the Sahasrarla's hut. I'm not sure if he's going to go in for the clear. It is a pendant after all. But he's willing to take that chance, perhaps.
Yeah, the one thing I would say, well, I'll check after I'll say after the items.
Hey.
French vanilla boots.
That is a single boot, by the way.
Tomato, tomato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
But so Teto is not gonna do the one thing I was suggesting, in that the only thing I could think of is since you don't have mirror, if you wanted to do both dungeons, you would kind of have to do Eastern first, because there's no way to get back once you finish Pod. Ooh, Titan's Mitts French vanilla.
French vanilla. Taking a death in Thieves Town, figuring that's all that's going to be worthwhile in here. Pendant Thieves Town, making life terrible for everybody once again by existing and being necessary. Devio just getting the heck out of there, though, figuring the rest of it is probably not worth it. And I hope he's right, because that is a horrible, horrible place, as you said.
There is one thing, though, that needs to be said at this point.
Open the door, get on the floor, everybody kill the Helmosaur.
Yeah, that works too. I was going to refer more to the fact that the pedestal is now logically available.
This is true. We do have Titan's Bit and Flippers and many fire sources. And a hook shot, so Ice Palace, right there, just in case. And because we had no mirror coming out of Skull Woods, nobody was able to look.
Nope. Speaking of which, Ice Rod, Cane, Mirror, Flute, things that can still exist on the pedestal.
Cane of Samaria.
I did say Cane.
Did you?
Yeah. Alright, Master Sword in Pod. DevioX has their bow. Another small key. Now, since Devio hasn't been to Hype Cave, that means he's gonna have just a regular magic meter.
Still choosing to use the bombos to clear this, though.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You got it. Save the magic.
Yeah. Clears it for the lamp. A little bit extra time, but when you don't have the half magic against Mothula, you've got a fighter sword, only about 6 hearts. I'd say that was a pretty wise move. Takes more time to die on Mothula, after all. Meanwhile, these party animals are crawling around the key, giving him a little trouble. Waiting for the hand to come down. Don't want to get grabbed in there. I've had that happen. It's not fun.
No, it's not.
Teto taking a few hits there. I wonder if he's setting up a death warp for the dark maze.
Probably. Brian!
Unleash the beast! Let's go! Let's go! We got ping pong happening.
B strats on Moth.
Hey, if it works, it works. Definitely setting up a death warp in here. He's trying to hug that fire. There's our nice rod.
So nice that it's ice.
Don't have to worry about it. Don't want to take that death warp before you get everything. There's the big key. Saving him a trip back here. Almost. Whoa! Just go for it, man. You got it. You got it. He made it. He made it. It was touch and go there for a minute, but we got there. We have a blue blocker on the big chest. All right. Get them UV rays out of here.
And get on the floor, kill the Helmosaur.
Boom, boom, aka-laka-laka, boom.
DevioXS gonna do at least hammer pegs. Most likely we'll probably do all of the smith chain, but since you don't have the mirror, kind of a good idea to route it this way so that way you can get it taken care of and get your B bottle back.
It's bottle number 2. So Devio has some bottles. Teto does not. The best friend B back in the bottle. Still thinking about that last chest in Tower of Hera. Can't get it off my mind. 3 digs. Just a little bit of love. Leave it all behind. Devio deciding love is for losers and walks away from it. It's a suckers game, I tell you, she.
Certainly is the nature of the dig game.
But goes to see his best friend, Professor Stumpington, and gets some love from him. So all is well in the world. Happy endings.
Alright, I'm gonna start down. And it's the map. So, 3 crystals for Teto. You know, for a secret speakeasy, everyone seems to know the code to get in there.
It'll take all the good stuff, but I'll never get my half magic, see?
Alright, DevioX, gonna definitely do Pyramid. I would hope he would do Pod next. Teto, meanwhile, making his way to Desert. So basically, at this point, both runners will basically go to the Crystal Dungeon the other one has done. It's usually when we do backtracking, good time to say that please be sure to give both Teto and DevioX a follow on Twitch, because they're putting on an interesting race for us tonight. First round of the losers bracket. Winner of this moves on with Scary Olive to the bracket phase. And with both of them completing these dungeons, that'll get both of them to 4 crystals.
Pretty much anybody's game at this point. Except mine, because, you know, I'm not playing. So, I guess really only these two? So,
Yeah,
any
that
one of
works.
these two guys' games.
Alright, so DevioX didn't get Jeremiah, but did most of everything else. Or, you know, just kind of did South Dark World without really doing Smith Chain.
Probably intended to go right to Dark Palace, and it's kind of hard when you got a frog in your back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think the frog... I think if you go in the forest, the frog gets lost and the monkey replaces him.
It's a long way to go just to get lost. Just to put the rock he's trapped behind back. Seems like a waste of time.
True, true.
So not only is a frog, but he's got poor time management skills. Stick to your J job as a blacksmith, tough guy.
Mm-hmm. So, trying to think what they do next. Teto...
Well, after this, they'll be in parity with each other. They both
Yeah,
have the same crystal dungeons completed. Ice Palace looking pretty saucy, but that's a crystal, so we don't have many other places to go, so Ice Palace is the truth.
now the one thing is Teto does not have that Titan's mitts from Pen and Thieves Town.
This is correct. So Teto will not be able to go. Devio might choose. Teto is stuck on land. No mirror, so we can't go to Swamp Palace. He might go back to Thieves Town. Figuring that might be his only option.
There is Dark Death. Okay, Teto, yes. DevioX also would have Dark Death Mountain available, which has 7 items once he finds the Brian Cane in here. So, plus 8 if you want to think about doing taking a coffee break. That would probably be the perfect time to do it before you head to Dark Death Mountain. Someone in chat asking, where was Boots? The hospital's closet. Alright, that's crystal number 4 for Teto.
There's our blue king. Devio stocking up a little bit of money in case he wants to go see Zora. We do have the aquatic stuff. That whole thing is available to us.
Yeah, that is true. And that might be what Teto's up to.
Looks like it, because we're going swimming. Nothing exciting on that island, though.
Nope.
We're going to see the amazing hobo and his bag of magical tricks. Gaze in amazement as this homeless man turns this bottle into a heart. Aren't we amazed? Everybody give him a big round of applause. Thank you for my lovely assistant, Teto. Don't pretend you weren't impressed. Right, like the men at work are going down under, over into the waterfall. Ooh. Oh, what a magical cave this is.
You could almost call it the
armory?
I was gonna call it the pig roast, care package.
That's what that was. We are loaded for bear. We have everything we need to kill the pig. Pretty simply. Got some money on the ledge.
Alright, well, you have the amazing hobo magic show. I have the Zora slam poetry corner. The king that lives in the water hands out items of fodder, but skip at your peril. The domain of fish feral will be your undoing trotter.
I liked it. Oh, the item he gave, not your poem.
Okay, alright, fine. You know, that piece of art really was going to make a difference in the race.
No, I'm sorry, Jax. I liked your poem. I didn't mean to be mean to you.
I know. Alright. You gotta think, with that, Teto is Bonk Rocks. Maybe Thieves Town after this?
Well, it depends on what's in here. Oh, there's a rebate in there.
See, now that Teto has boots, he's now gonna check Aga.
And he's not gonna find a lot. Getting a little up close and personal with Helmsar. Devio takes an unfortunate death. That is a shame.
Press F to pay respects.
So Teto and Devio both having bad news as they discovered nothing as a lumberjack, although that might be good news for Teto. I don't know.
I think there's good news for chat coming, because the only reason Teto would be doing this is for the pedestal.
Here we go. We're going to take a look-see here. Of course, until he finds his Titan's bit, he will not be able to do Ice Palace.
Alright. Do we got something good?
Nah, it's not going to be anything good. It's okay. I take it back. A full heart container is good. I ain't doing no 3 dungeons for it.
Which means...
I don't get it.
Price is Right said trombone.
Price what?
Anyway, Teto's back to Dark World. Hopefully this is for Thieves Town.
Looking like it. Unless he can't pick up the... Yep, he's going to Thieves Town. There's no other reason to be here. Did he not? Oh, he never went to the village of Outcast, did he?
No, he went Skullwoods and then straight from there. I think he just noped after that.
He found the bow and arrow in Skullwoods, and I guess he decided to go right to Pod instead. Especially with Pendant Thieves Town, I'm kind of on board with that play. Unfortunately, we know that there are Titanments in there. We know that's necessary to go into. But still going to check the surrounding locales for a little bit of hope. Not going to find a lot. Almosaur being a little bit more cooperative for Devio this time. And knocks him down.
Takes care of it. So we'll see. So Teto now knows Pedestal doesn't have anything. So you would think maybe after finding Titan's Mitts, he'll probably nope out.
Well, I guess we'll see. But the death on Helmasaur and Teto being in here to find his Titan's Mitts, probably going to put them back on about even footing here. Although Teto's a little bit more well-equipped in offense than Devio is. But I think with those Titans Myth, Devio has a little bit more direction. Looks like Devio's about to go to Sahasra. Nope, he's going south. There's the Titans Myth for Teto. Devio is going to get his sword upgrade and his bow upgrade, so he'll be loaded for bear as well.
Yep, Dragonite.
Looks like he's going further into Thieves Town.
Okay.
This could be big, depending on what we find here. Yep, we've seen it before. It was impressive the first time, Mr. Hobo, but see, this is why you're unemployed. Not quite the magic pistol, but we get down the road pretty easily nevertheless. Looks like Devio will be making the play into Ice Palace. Nope, changed his mind. It looked that way for a second. I got juked. I got totally juked.
I think he was trying to check. That would have to be he was trying to check stun prize to see if he could get the money for Zora, I think, because he's 21 bucks short.
Well, he'll get some on the ledge, if nothing else, but it won't really matter, seeing as we know what Zora has, and it's not a lot. He'll get the knowledge of what's on the ledge anyway. You'll see it, probably pick it up, and then go around to Zora. Teto on his last legs in Thieves Town at the end here, but there's a bunch of hearts in here, which he's opting to just go right for chest, finding a compass. We have that small key, and we have the hammer, so we're going in here. We're going to check it out.
Well, gets one heart back. And will...
Not to finish it. He knows Pedestal is worthless. Finishing Thieves Town, just as worthless. He got his Titan's Myth. Time to leave. All right. I respect it. Going further in there.
Rexus also points out Blind had the map, so... wouldn't have mattered anyway. He knows Pedestal's nothing, so he got the 4 items he needed to get.
Sucks for that maiden, though, huh?
Maiden. Yeah, sure. Maiden.
Opts not to pick up the bottle.
Hey, you got one. You're like one of the top 64-ish runners in the whole community. You're good with one bottle.
Heck, he might be good with 0 bottles at that point.
I mean, I was like 169 in the qualifiers. I will pick up that bottle at 10 out of 10 times. Alright, Teto gonna go get Jeremiah. This will be new for us, as well as DevioXS heading for Dark Death Mountain.
Finally, new information abound. Malfunction, need input. Still no mirror, so it won't be a clean chain.
And already done because he did Hype Cave.
Johnny 2-bomb speakeasy.
Fair point, fair point. Alright, Bombos for Turtle Rock so we can open it, but no cane so we can't go beyond the entrance.
King's Tomb, also a new check for us.
Teto looks at the Smith like, and he's like, the Smith's like, what? This isn't my tomb. I'm not responsible for that.
Hey. You have to respect the dead.
Alright. Super Bunny Cave, 2 items. More bombs. Blue Rupee. Sick Kid. Ooh!
Ooh, there's the mayor. Big red cane.
So, about Turtle Rock.
Well, you can go. Teto can go anyway. Disappointing result from the turn-in on the blacksmith. Also a disappointing result in Hookshot Cave. Looks like Teto might be going into Turtle Rock at this point.
That would make sense. DevioXS gonna do Spike Cave here.
Just like that, it looks like Teto's gonna pull ahead here. Well, Devio was leading the race for a while. Those boots have put in a lot of work for him as well.
Absolutely.
Who designed this place? Like, really?
A bunch of people 30 years ago in Japan.
And how did they get in here? It doesn't matter.
I mean, technically it's pixels, so they never really had to go in there.
Oh, you want to get pedantic with me, huh? Okay.
I
meant in kayfabe. Who designed that place? I mean, I guess it is the Dark World. And places like an entire location full of spikes with some barely capable treasure at the end of it. Teto opened up his Turtle Rock. Probably going to check the other stuff next door first before going in. Looks like Devio might actually be going into Ice Palace this time. I was not juked this time. I got it right. Cool. All right. We're going to have some new information.
Spoiler alert.
Deviation once again.
Sorry. I thought you were done ranting.
Right, Teto heading into his disappointing hookshot cave.
DevioX making quick work of the pen gators for a map.
Always the map. Why? Or the compass. I like finding a key there. Finding a key there's my favorite. I can just go right down the other place. But off we go into Turtle Rock. This is gonna get done. This is the place where the important items are.
So, to your lore question, Walther was saying the skulls at the end of Spike Cave were the contractors. They couldn't get out after finish building it. I gotta see that. Red meringue to start in Turtle Rock. Nice execution of the Ice Palace bomb jump, or at least the most. Oh, oh. Gets it on the second attempt, though.
There you go. You hate to see that kind of thing happen. But easily remedied. Gets it done right away.
And with that map, predictably 2 small keys in the fire room, which I mean, there had to be 2 small keys before you get past this floor. Another small key in Ice Palace.
Little trouble for Teto in that room, although there's a little bit of a narrow corridor, so it makes sense. These guys need to go back to their own video game. They don't belong here. They belong in a different video game, but here they are. A little crossover action going on. Do a lot of damage, but they do a lot of damage in Mario too, so I guess it makes sense. Still, they belong in their own video game. Take them back, I say. Off with you.
Corporate synergy.
Reusing assets? Completely different sprite, so no.
I mean, I was going to say earlier that being a video game developer, that's why my mind went there, but you're right. It's not even the same sprites. You can't even say you're reusing them.
It's an homage.
Mm-hmm. Sync on the compasses.
nice little bit of synergy. Different dungeon, same item. Both useless. Both completely useless. Clean bomb jump across for Devio. Alright. Don't look behind you. Don't turn around. Well, we have a cape, but we know that doesn't lead to very much. Nice little safety item, though.
Nah, just $100 on Bumper Cave. Teto's got to be careful again with only 1.5 hearts left. And no powder for anti-fairies.
Well, he left the dungeon, so he's right there.
Yeah.
He won't have very far to come back in if he chooses to. Still, nothing of real significance we found in Turtle Rock yet.
Nor Ice Palace.
The difference maker here is that Turtle Rock is going to have to be done. Ice Palace, maybe not, depending on what else is in here.
Unless Ether is needed for Meyer.
Boom goes the dynamite. Judges also would have accepted Derkama stars in town.
Alright, laser bridge time.
Value bridge. Well, maybe not. Not looking great. Nope. Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
Nope. Turtle Rock is only necessary for the boss. And I'm not talking about Springsteen or Tony Danza. Although whether or not Tony Danza was the boss on that show is still debated to this day.
Meanwhile, Swagnet from Cold Stare and possible other item on Sahasrara.
So I expect Devio to head right up to Eastern Palace into Sahasrara's hut. That'll give him his boots, which I'll be happy to see at the very least, if nothing else.
Yeah, Devio doesn't know that we just have a heart container on the pedestal. Teto does.
So either green pendant is worth something, or that's Bubkiss for the pendant dungeons.
Well, I mean, you had Titan's Mitts in Thieves Town. Ether might be useful for Meyer. We won't know until we find the flute. Although Devio heading this way hopefully means Sick Kid, which means Kane, which would mean your Turtle Rock of Disappointment.
Nothing in there except a crystal. The only useful thing in this dungeon.
Devio was looking a little confused, maybe? No, okay, he's going to Sick Kid.
Nah. Probably thinking about his decisions. I know at this point I would probably be wondering where to go.
I mean...
That probably gives him an inkling about it, though. I expect Turtle Rock might be in Devio's immediate future.
I mean, let's think about it. There's Eastern available. Yeah. Teto has Ice available, but will only find Ether.
With the choice to Mountain Cave, it looks like Turtle Rock is going to be the answer for him.
There's the second item in Hera. Lunchbox. And I think that's it.
So at this point, I would say that Teto is solidly ahead here, with Turtle Rock firmly behind him. The boots squarely in tow. Unless Ether is rather significant. We know that Cape isn't, then we know the next play is a bit of a question mark. Here we go. We got a red bomb coming up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I didn't. I remembered. I remembered as soon as I saw where he was going. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's a red bomb coming.
Well, I meant earlier when I was trying to list off what places we had left.
See, I got your back.
That's what friends are for.
Ah. Here we go into Turtle Rock. Not as good as Fraggle Rock. But then what is? Who doesn't love the Muppets?
Can't think of anybody.
Right? Right?
Alright, Pyramid Fairy, what do we got?
Ooh. A question mark and an exclamation point. Nice little interrobang there from Pyramid Fairy. I like it. That mirror is huge.
Yeah, it means Swamp House.
That's probably where he's going to go. Is he going to go south? We going south. We're going.
Yep.
Right over there. With that mirror find, Teto is taking a commanding lead.
Yeah, we're still flute away.
That flute can end up being the decision maker in this, depending on
Yeah.
who finds it first.
I mean, all right. So Teto's gonna check South Grove. Probably. He might run up and go grab the lunchbox and then do Bomba's tablet.
Nothing the hottest club in Hyrule. Nope, just going right back. That lunchbox is getting left behind.
Yeah, makes sense.
He could choose to do it after Swamp Palace, and at the same time, perhaps he can try to fake powder while he's there.
Yeah.
And then turn the mushroom in.
Possibly. $50 at Bomba's tablet.
Money raining from the sky. Must be a good life.
So, most likely, this is the Swamp Palace play.
This is true. The shovel could be could be important as well. That we can now acquire that thing on top of that. It is on Spectacle Rock, which is required to have the mirror to get to, and we now have that. But all of Dark Death Mountain has been done from Teto. All of Death Mountain except for that and the other chest and Tower of Hera. So who knows? That shovel may just go unattended for X amount of minutes, where X can equal anything from infinity and beyond.
Well, 6 items in Swamp Palace. So, this is your most heavy progression-laden chances of progression.
Yeah, but going left is so annoying.
You know, as DevioXS walks past Mimic Cave, if the seed were to put the flute in Mimic Cave, that would be a cruel double dip.
Oh, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness, I didn't even consider that until you just mentioned it. Teto finds the wrong blue thing in the first chest in Swamp Palace. Taking damage like a hero. He don't care. He don't care. He can handle it. Look at this sword. It's big and it's orange. Mine's bigger. You know, you think after the restoration of the Golden Land, after the very beautiful ending to this game, you think you could repurpose this into a water park? Could be fun, right? And look at all these tubes coming out of here. Where do these tubes go? Oh, there's the correct blue thing. We got a flute.
I was gonna say, which thing is the water park, but we got more important things to worry about right now.
Yep,
like,
that's right. That conversation went down the tubes.
Like, do we need Ether for Meyer? And if we don't, Teto's in go mode.
Well, he's choosing to do the rest of this dungeon like he was, completely ignoring the left side.
I mean, that makes sense. You've got a 67% chance that you're in go mode.
66.6 repeating. Now who's being pedantic?
Show me up with my math minor. Just because I rounded up.
I mean, if it was 66.9 repeating, then you'd be correct.
Nice safety. All right. DevioX working on Trinex, and as he gets Trinex down, Teto heads in for Argus.
Yes, Ether was in fact an ice palace. So are these part of Argus, or are they just like barnacles that have accumulated over time? Because they seem like separate entities, but not. I never understood. These bosses are weird.
Not one for honestly figuring that out.
Well, not worth $1 anyway. Penny for your thoughts.
More importantly, crystal number 6.
All right, I guess we're going to find out just exactly what it is we need for Misery Mire in just a minute.
Teto gonna go get that flute activated. Devio on the right track to go get Big Bomb, which will open up Swamp for him, which will get him his flute, which he'll definitely be in go mode at that point. But that's not important right now, because ladies and gentlemen, at this time, to honor Hyrule, please join us for the playing of the National Swag Duck Anthem.
Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die.
And with that, the Hawk's about to rock, and we salute you.
Yees. Ooh, I tingle with anticipation.
All right. Are you tingling because you're cold? Because this tells us that Teto has a date with Ice Palace. Does he? Survey says, nope. 1 hour, 15 minutes, 20 seconds. Teto's in go mode.
Right inside the place like a Tennyson poem.
Teto at this point certainly has a 1 dungeon lead on DevioX and is growing that lead. Well, no, Devio's, I think, about to do a... Well, he's going to try to get this fairy. But the fairy doesn't cooperate.
Nope. Does not want to be caught.
So now gonna get safeties.
We get to see what this mushroom was.
I don't think he's worrying about it.
And how about this Misery Mire?
God Mire.
Big key. Let's go. Moving right along. Move out. Don't mess around like Yazoo.
Silver arrows, this is going to be very quick work.
Oh, this is free. This is free with silver arrows. Well, with the equipment he's got, it's free anyway, but... Just take a few pot shots and you're done.
And then just make your way up the mountain. Ooh. Teto tried to set up spooky action, but apparently didn't get it.
What a fascinating glitch that is, huh? It's amazing how people are still discovering wacky nonsense like that.
Going back to the fact that I'm a video game developer, it frightens me.
Hey, all this wacky nonsense is fun wacky nonsense. Why do you think we're here talking about it?
Fair point.
There we go. I've only got eyes for you. Here we are, Trius. Oh, takes one shot to the left. Not quite a 100% Hogan's Alley there. Quickly taken care of.
Just gets the map. Crystal number 7. So, as y'all know, there are 22 locations where that Ganon's Tower big key can be in the basement of Ganon's Tower. If you want to play in our little guessing game, you need to guess a number between 1 and 22. And no bot, so we're just doing this for funsies. So TJ Maelstrom, what'd you guess?
1.
Okay, I'll go 22. Well, I'll be that guy.
You want to go 21? I'll play 22.
I thought you said 1.
I was quoting something.
Oh, okay. Just flew over my head, I guess.
Nothing flies over my head. I will catch it.
Alright, Devio's gonna get his flute here. He's got all 3 medallions, so you would assume he thinks he's in go mode.
For sure. He's proceeding as if he was, and he knows it, because he is.
Teto having to deal with a swarm of dead rocks.
As do we all. I mean, you can't kill them. They're, you have to put an effort to get rid of them, and, you know.
Right now we have more important things.
We have more important things to do than waste our time with dead rocks. The whole point of them being obnoxious is that they waste our time. So any moment we have to spend on dead rocks is a wasted moment. Like Pendant Thieves Town.
Alright, in we go.
If I ever own a house like that, I want 7 crystals to be the key to open it.
Would be nice.
It would be nice, but then again, if I ever own a house like this, you know, I wouldn't put pigs all over it.
True. $300 and a small key, so Teto's gonna go right.
May see that tile room again.
Probably when DevioXS is running by it as well. Although by my guess, because it's a big key, but...
Oh yeah, you did take that route, didn't you? Well, I was wrong. I guess number 1, it wasn't there. I like to be optimistic. You are a jerk, so you like to not be optimistic.
Yeah, these Gibdos are really causing problems. Teto has to pull up a fire rod to get...
Looks like he wanted to give those guys a hug. I make no apologies for that. Suck it up.
Well, powder will certainly help with the gauntlet. $300, bombs, and red rupee.
Powder's nice. You probably use a little bit of that stuff right now.
Help to have an anti-fairy to use on them. Instead, Teto's going to death warp, which kind of makes sense here.
Ah, the life-giving death warp.
So
Oh, Walter, there will be barbecue in my castle. I assure you. Just not on the walls.
7, butter.
Good stuff.
Rip Bob, we hardly knew ye.
Not gonna say no to that. Smelted in the forges of Ganon's barbecue pit.
So that was 7, 8. Small key, 9. Bombs, 10.
9 is German for no.
Compass, 11. Small key. 12. Single arrow.
Well, I always like finding the single arrow. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I know I will never find it again.
This is true.
That means it won't be in an embarrassing spot. Like, you pull the pedestal, you get the single arrow. Nobody wants to see that.
It is a unique item, though.
Yes, it is a unique item, just like everything else. Devio about to head into misery mire. Teto is well into his way in Ganon's tower. Barring something catastrophic, it looks like Teto's going to take this one with a commanding lead here.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. Well, you know, I don't expect, you know, Wart from Super Mario 2 to come here. That's never happened, right?
Next game.
You didn't play the Festus October Seed, did you?
No, I didn't.
Ward replaced the final boss. It was a little amusing.
Okay.
So it looks like we're going pretty deep for this case, so whoever gets some high numbers probably got this one a little bit right.
Well, 18. Coward male.
We are heavily loaded except for everything on shields.
All right, 19. There it is. Vanilla. And Alex Hacks 96 got it correctly with 19. So, Alex Hacks, congratulations. You've won a year's supply of randomizer seeds. All you have to do is go to ALTTPR.com and claim your prize. Offer only valid to version 33 of the randomizer. Offer completely ignores the fact that anybody can go to ALTTPR.com and claim the prize. Randomizer is for everyone. However, randomizer lasts longer than 4 hours. Please consult the spoiler log. Have your doctor check you for eye cyclitis, which involves an addiction to powder and potions. Terms and conditions apply. Void where prohibited. Japan 1.0 ROM not included.
Yeah, it was pretty good. How long have you been practicing that one?
I mean, I've been doing it for about a year now.
Yeah?
Either way, Teto's into the gauntlet at 126.31. Randomization's done. You got butter, you got silvers, you got red mail. At this point, it's just a matter of execution. Don't need to do any checks. Just work your way through the gauntlet and make your way to the pig barbecue. Just a bit outside on that arrow shot. Oh, Teto's getting bodied again. Teto has been living on the edge.
Oh, he's been slamming into everything, showing how little he actually cares about taking any damage whatsoever. Okay, until now. Clearly he cared enough to use the potion.
Only got 1 of 3 on the Lambos. Oh! Has to be careful, only 8 arrows left. He's gonna need them for the pig.
Yeah, he only needs 4.
Yeah, but with his aim, I mean, he's got about the aim of a stormtrooper right now.
Hey, stormtroopers have been known to hit things. Like that thing in the first movie. Where Obi-Wan is like, hey, only stormtroopers can be this accurate. I guess it wasn't a meme back then. DevioXS is about to make his way into Ganon's tower.
Teto's still on. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It's fine. We all know. I think we all know what's happening. We can all see it. Teto is about to light these torches. Light them up. It looks like he's being a little bit hasty going through it. I think it's very small errors. He wants to get this done. He's itching. He's fiending for it. He feels it. He wants to get out of here. He does not like this place, and he wants to go.
All right, magic refill. Time for the second ride on the roller coaster.
Not much of a ride. Little more of the seesaw this time.
DevioX not worrying about butter. I mean, at this point,
I don't think he ever found the boots.
he didn't.
He never went to check.
Oh, that's right.
They were unnecessary, but considering the fact that he never found the boots and he's just trailing by this much, speaks a little bit. Yeah, but he never went to go pick them up.
And time for Teto's geometry test. Only gets a single there. Single again.
They are in your area.
True. Although I am not good at this boss fight.
It's certainly the most interactive.
It is true. There's a double. Alright. Aga 2 is down. It is time for the big pig. Are you aching?
He's not that big. And yes, I am aching for some bacon. Are you happy? I said the line. You want me to say it again?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. You let me know if you want me to say it again.
We got a pig to roast. Six butter slashes get you through phase 1. 6 more will get you through phase 2.
Be a little cooperative with the teleportation this time.
Ganon's not listening to you.
No, I guess not. But you know what? Here's the thing. If you could teleport around a place like that, wouldn't you do it all the time too? I know I would. I'd never stop. I'd never stop. I'd just keep doing it.
Alright. 1 silver arrow.
Misses the torch glitch, but that's fine. You can set up a triple here.
Yep. Looks like he does. Just gotta be careful and... Ooh!
Almost. Not quite, but we got him anyway. He's done.
He's done. Just gotta be careful about that bridge. Now he's in the fanfare. He should be good. So just once the fanfare finishes, the door will open up and Teto comes in first place and finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 28 seconds. Spam those GGs.
Good game to him. Congratulations to Teto. Very well played.
All right. And Teto's joining us in chat. GG.
Hello, good game.
GG, good evening, or good morning, somewhere in Germany right now.
Yeah, it's a certain time of day.
Yeah, 4 AM, that's nice.
Ooh! Ooh. Well, that might have been why your aim was a little off in the gauntlet.
Yeah, it's always this nervous in the gauntlet. I mean, I'm playing international games against a great player. It's not like, yeah, just take your time. So you have to try getting it faster. And yeah, there's some mistakes I shouldn't do.
I mean, it happens, especially when you have to get up at 4 a.m. to race.
Yeah, I mean, currently I have the time for this, so it's okay.
So how I mean, that seed was mostly straightforward. We were a little worried for you because Ether was in Ice Palace. So there was kind of that moment as you're approaching Meyer where we were like, gonna have to go to Ice Palace? No, actually he's not.
Yeah, luckily for this. I mean, this time the light world was fairly nice to me. I mean, I got there quickly, could yeah, do that a little bit later after I found the boots. It was a good feeling, even I didn't need them. Yeah, and this Ether medallion, I mean, there aren't many checks left after I found the flute. So I think I would have been gone in Ice Palace, perhaps, afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing there is that the checks that are left are often a lot of out of like one-off locations. So
Yeah. I mean, Mimic Cave would have been the greatest call for any item in the seed.
that is true.
Well, I mean, it was. I thought it would be close. There were enough bows in the seed, the swords later, for everything.
Very
And-
friendly swords,
Yeah.
including when there's like, here, take this. It's
Perhaps a
dangerous to
bit
go
late.
alone.
Yeah, you were doing Mothula with Fighter Sword, and yeah, as always, right after you find the next two of them, and yeah, why not?
Yeah, but I mean, given that the bow was in Skullwoods, like very rarely are you with the setup you had, are you gonna do pod before you do Skullwoods?
Yeah, of course.
Well, you opted
mean-
to go right to pod as soon as you finished Skull Woods instead of going to Thieves Town where the Titans myths were.
Yeah, I mean, I got both items of it. I had to run through the whole dungeon once again, only to dip in the pendant dungeons. So I thought just go for the crystals first, and you can come back afterward. And yeah, with the boots, I could even check the pedestal and everything else on the way. So it was quite nice, at least.
Those boots were a good pickup from you. Your opponent, Devio, never picked them up. It really gave you the edge on the mobility.
Yeah, well, luckily I did the pyramid before, so I could use the Dark World access portal near Eastern. And why not check it? There are 3 quick checks for it.
Well, it turned out to be very useful to you, even if you didn't need it. Got you an extra sword, too.
Yeah, and of course, doing Desert Palace without boots early, it's uncomfortable. You always don't know if it's boot locked or not. So, yeah.
Well, when you see that early book, it kind of behooves you to check it out, at least.
Yeah, and even with the firewall, you knew, oh, with the gloves at least, you could possibly clear it. And now you got Darkwood access, Death Mountain access. Just do it later, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's even at that point, even at the point where if you decide to do Death Mountain first, which I think DevioXS did, like the way that seed played out, you're gonna pretty much end up going back to desert at some point because you still had crystal dungeons to do, trying to make sure you're on the do crystal dungeons before you try starting to dip other things.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I tried the seed out, and yeah, it worked somehow. Some risky. I mean, Hera basement. It's always early in the seed. You have so many checks you can do, and do it or don't, and yeah. Normally, I don't do it.
So you've made it through. You made it through one round. lost 2-1 in your second round. What are you kind of hoping for, not hoping for, heading into race number 2 where DevioX is going to get to potentially modify something?
Oh, to be honest, perhaps might change it. I'm not a fan of key sanity, so map compass shuffle is out of my thinking. It's not my cup of tea. This could be some change that gets me on the wrong foot, but who knows? Perhaps he don't like it either, or he might. Don't care. I play it. It's just I'm playing this tournament for fun.
Yeah, that's.
And I think, yeah.
What else would you do it for? If it's not fun, why even bother trying?
Yeah.
We're all over here playing video games and talking about other people playing video games. This is not fun. What's the point?
This is true. This is true.
So you're expecting Maps Compass Shuffle?
I don't. I didn't watch his earlier seeds and games, so I'm not sure if he likes it. But I don't. Just a little hint for him if you want to change it. But it's all up to his mind. If he don't know if he can hover or not, so maybe it would be preferable to switch it 6-6 or something like this.
I have to call out something. Was DevioX just doing like Ring Around the Torch or something?
Oh yeah, he was totally having fun with it.
Yeah, playing for fun. That's
See what exactly what I tell you, precisely. If it ain't fun, why bother?
I mean, if it ain't fun, I wouldn't have called it out.
Yeah, and Akte currently standing even 4 wins in this little group. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, you going in group stage, you think, oh, maybe 1 or 2 wins, and this would be great. And yeah, now I could even go 4-4, and it's even.
So sounds like you kind of exceeded your expectations on how you thought you'd do in this tournament so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly playing in the German community, a little bit with the friends, and maybe the German tournament. It's like a friend tournament, but currently, you know, most of the player, and yeah, it's fun to try out the international for once now, and yeah.
Yeah, you gotta diversify, branch out there.
Yeah, you've held your own. You've done quite well to get this far.
Yeah, so I'm just playing now seed to seed and just looking for what might happen, and if it doesn't, I'm not sad. I'm grateful. I mean, I had great games against Super Taylor, pretty lucky. I had great games against Scary Olive. He deserved the win. He's now through it, and yeah. Now this are going to be a great season against Devio.
Devio getting well underway in his Ganon fight over here, going to the 3rd phase. Pretty much elementary at this point. Assuming Ganon is cooperative with the teleports, but as we established, I would do this all the time.
Also, because this is a race seed, the Ganon teleports are the same for all the runners. And just 4 skewers in the pig and we're done. Nice double there.
There's a giant hole underneath this, I just realized. What's holding this up?
That is a good question.
I guess I never actually thought about this until I wasn't playing it and was just watching it. A lot of questions I have now.
Wait, no, I can't.
Oh, there he goes. But see, you see what I'm talking about? What is holding up the...
Yeah, this will hold me awake the whole night now. I'm not sure. Oh, God, you ruined my world. That's it.
I broke the immersion. All the glitches didn't do that. The one question is, how is this thing standing? That's what did it.
Why am I even playing this now?
Fundamentally broken, literally unplayable.
I mean, the video game developer in me is like, so?
And why
I
can't
mean,
we just knock down Ganon's scaffolding? Just get it done that way.
I mean, technically that's how it works in Eagle's Tower.
That is a
Kind of.
different video game.
Yes, but it's same principle.
Ganon being a little more cooperative this time around. Once again, going to make the reality-breaking square. Oh, can't catch me. Can't catch me. Can't catch me. Ah. There we got him.
Alright, let's try this again. One skewer.
Take it from the top. He's having fun with it.
He's deciding at this point, might as well go ahead and work on my silverless strats.
He's putting on a show.
Why not?
I mean, silverless Ganon without the torch glitch. We've all been there, right? Once or twice. He took the fall. This is his penance. I mean, it's not exactly silverless. You get it one. You did get one in, so this will be over a little bit sooner. And now he's just straight up slashing. Okay, all right. Not even spinning anymore. He's turned this into a practice seed. He's getting it, though, to his credit. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Neither can I.
It's all about those active frames on that spin move, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's also safe on block. There we go. It's done.
Very nicely done. Just gotta wait for the fanfare to finish, walk through the door, and DevioX finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 4 seconds. GG.
GG, fade to black. No, we were getting dizzy, all right.
We were getting dizzy.
Spinning around torches, chasing after pigs. It was crazy up in there. This one's going out for someone in chat. They thought they were getting a straightforward Ganon fight. They were wrong. A terrifying fall through the pyramid. How is this thing standing?
Checking on DevioX, see if he's gonna join us for an interview. Alright. Okay, he said he is gonna join us. Okay, just give us 1 sec.
They thought they found the answer with silver arrows. What they found instead was murder.
Well, I might take the time to thank you both for commentating this game.
I had a good time. And thank you for the very, very entertaining race. This was very close for a very long time.
I'm still waiting a few seconds for Divio to replace me in the interview channel. because it's getting pretty late, and I want just to congratulate
Oh,
him
don't
on
pretend.
this
It's already late.
great race. There he is.
Ah.
Yep.
So,
We
Hey,
got
thanks for-
DVO.
Thank you very much for the dinner time show.
I figured might as well have some fun with it.
Yeah, we appreciated it.
Play Ring Around the Torches. Practice your practice your Silverless Ganon. You know, it's not like we got anywhere to be or anything.
He needed to see, he needed to check to see. He needed to go down there and see what was holding that platform up because we don't know. We don't know. There's a hole underneath that.
So now that we got you laughing, DVOX, how you feeling about that?
It was pretty interesting. I heard that I saw that Teto had picked up boots, and I totally missed those, but they turned out not to be necessary. But man, you bleed a lot of time when you don't have those.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
What was I mean, and honestly, kind of the difference in the race really came down to the point where you decided to make the gamble on Pendant Ice Palace, and with Sick Kid having Kane, I mean that was kind of like the one play that really made the difference in the race, because up until that point, you both pretty much, did the things the other one didn't, and so it was kind of where it went awry for you.
yeah, that makes sense. I kind of had like a sinking feeling going through ice when there was just like nothing. Like, okay, so the last 3 locations had items, which was annoying. I ended up not even checking Sahasrara because I was gonna do like the dwarf, and I was like, oh, I'm over here. Might as well check Sick Kid. Sick Kid was pivotal in like some previous seeds that I saw, maybe one that I played in. I can't remember, but yeah. And then I got the cane. I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna do Turtle Rock. Hope I get the mirror along the way or something.
That Turtle Rock was disappointingly empty. How does your feel coming out of that?
Well, I still it was really barren, but then I was like, well, it's a 5/6 crystal, and the seed seems really to be pointing to that pyramid fairy. So I was like, maybe this is the thing that I need to do. And it turns out, it had the mirror, so that was good. I wish I'd have had it. Wish I'd have had it a lot earlier, because then I probably would have, I would have checked Sahasrara's hut at some point, surely.
Indeed, you would have gotten your boots there too, because they were in the back.
Yep.
Mirror placement kind of really hurt your guys' routing very early on.
Oh yeah, that's a bad place for it.
Well, at least nothing was in Mimic Cave.
Oh yeah, that was in the back of my head, and I'm like, please don't.
Well, as we all know from previous versions of this game where they allowed hints, we all know there's always cash in Mimic Cave anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Or sometimes the ice rod.
Sometimes. 2% of the time, but yeah,
But it kind of surprised me that the boots were so early, because like Desert gave no indication that, like usually if you have to do Desert and you don't require boots and there's nothing in like boots locations, usually they're in like Ganon's tower somewhere, like, but not this time. Oh well.
Well, despite Teto finding the boots pretty early, it was pretty tight going there for a while, even with the difference in boots. You guys were pretty much neck and neck right up until that Ice Palace play.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I managed to keep up with relatively close. Like, I got into Ganon's tower before the dot done, so that's pretty wild. I'll have to rewatch this to see exactly. Like, it'll probably really hurt watching it and just like seeing the time just go away without the boots, but it'd be interesting.
I'd like to think you'd be pretty pleased with how you were going most of this.
Yeah, I mean, it was really just that Ice Palace play was really the difference. Just Teto happened to find Kane before you did, and that was it.
Hey, let's find a way to twist that knife a little more, huh?
I'm trying to be positive here. You know, you get one loss. It's a best of 3. He gets to choose what mode he'd like to change. Like, it's not all bad.
Hey, good segue. What are you gonna change?
I'm not sure yet. But, the last time I picked the map and compass shuffle, I like Key Sanity a lot. I might just like it's possible I'll take like Fast Ganon to try and get it over with more quickly, but I don't know. I'll let you know tomorrow.
He's gonna stew on it. He's gonna plot it out.
I'm honest. I just played Key Sanity 2 times now, but yeah, it's up to you. I don't know much about compass and map shuffle at all, so I'm just doing anything as always and do more.
Well, it's just like the regular game, except dungeons are more important. Except sometimes they're still not because it's
yeah, it's like the same game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, with the added thing that you don't know what's a crystal and what's a pendant early, which is always fun.
I think this might be the important change of this mode.
Yeah, always dive eastern, basically, is the plan on that one.
Yeah, but you're up to choose.
They thought this was a crystal dungeon. They were wrong. What they found instead was murder.
All right.
GG, Teto, that was a good one. Look forward to Wednesday's match.
Yeah, I think we will see us 2 times more now. I doubt it's just a 2-0 and nothing else. I think it might be the full distance.
You never know. I got a lot of mistakes up my sleeve that I'm ready to make, so...
All right, well, thank you both for giving us quite the entertaining race tonight. Again,
excellent race. Excellent race. 100%. Thoroughly thrilled throughout the entire run.
Please be sure to give both Teto and DevioX follows on Twitch for the entertainment that they have given us tonight. Any final thoughts from you guys before we wrap it up?
Good night. Good night.
Get some sleep.
yeah. Get some sleep. Brush your teeth.
Oh, I did it already. So GG's, Devio, and we'll see you. It's like tomorrow for me. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, well, I'll look forward to it.
All right. Well, want to give a shout out to our tracker Spam Masubi. Did a great job keeping track of all those items that we found along the way. And DJ Maelstrom, first commentary shift went well, I would think.
Yeah, this was my first commentary. If I didn't mention that, I think I did all right. Hope everyone had time listening to me.
I certainly enjoyed having you in the commentary booth. So
you wouldn't have invited me if you didn't.
True.
Crash the party. He didn't want me here.
Lies, I tell you. All right. Anyway, Speed Gaming 4 currently has Sabo Tender and the Sabin going on. That's been going for about an hour, so they're still going. But coming up next on the main Speed Gaming channel, Jamie Misher and F. Coughlin will be racing game number 1 of their brackets. So we've got a little bit of action still going on tonight. And other than that, I mean, please be sure to stick around on the Speed Gaming Network for races tomorrow. We've got a double header, possibly between Zero Rush and Andy. We don't know what will be restreamed on the Speed Gaming Network, but I gotta imagine Zero Rush versus Andy, probably get restreamed. So
Trinex is a triple header.
Oh, is it?
3 heads. That's why they call him Trinex.
Oh, all right. So for DVOX, for Teto, for Spam Masubi, for TJ Maelstrom, I have been Jex Refi. Thank you all so much for watching. Shout outs to the Speed Gaming staff and the volunteers behind the scenes running this tournament and keeping the lights on at the Speed Gaming network of channels. Thank you all for watching. See you next mission.
May all your checks be valuable.